Hey guys, Technomentary with the video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing an iPad Air 2 from Mercari that we bought. This is the first time that we bought one of these devices off Mercari, and we're going to be doing an unboxing review for you guys so you guys can see how you can score some really good deal on iPads as well as iPhones. In the past, we have done some video and we decided to do one for iPad as well, as you guys been asking. But before we go ahead and get started, if you guys are new to our channel, we do a lot of tech news, reviews, and giveaways, so make sure to hit that subscribe. But also, if you guys are in the market for one of these iPads at a cheap discounted price, make sure you guys check out the link in the description section that will give you around $30 or so in credit to use on this app. And we're going to later in this video give you guys some tips and tricks whenever you guys are using this app to look for anything that you're looking to buy at a really cheap price. As you can see here, it came in for me, the iPad Air 2 that we got in this yellow envelope. I started to take a little bit of the tape apart, but I want to do on video for you guys so you guys can see. This one cost us around $90. The iPad Air 2, which iPad Air 2, as you know, it's still a relevant device. It's not the newer iPad, but it still gets iOS 14 updates, and that's why we're doing this video so you guys can see the iPad. So here, as you can see, it came in this box. It took about 3 or 4 days to come after we ordered it, because the app is just a marketplace for anyone to buy and sell. Sometimes things ship faster, or sometimes it takes a little bit longer depending on who is shipping it out, where they're shipping from, and where you're located, all of that. But everything that you buy on this app is tracked through a tracking number, so you're never in a position where you don't know where your order is. As you can see here, this is the iPad Air. If you look in the back here of the box, it's a 16 gig model. iPad Air 2 is just a Wi-Fi model. It's not the cellular model, but for around $90 or so after taxes and everything, it's not a bad deal. As you can see here, in the box here, we have the iPad itself, and that's about it. They didn't include the charger or the brick for the wall adapter. This is the gold edition one. If you can see here, it's a pretty neat edition. If we take a look at it, it is a used iPad, of course. You're going to have a little bit of wear and tear, but overall, if we look at the back here, we're not seeing any issues with the condition as well. And then here on the front, there's a screen protector on this, so it's preventing any damage. As you can see, the screen protector itself has a little crack here, but you can take off the screen protector and put your own. That's fine. I'm going to see if it powers on. Sometimes when you buy stuff on these apps, it might not power on because it's been through transit, or it just hasn't been charged and you're gonna have to charge it. So don't freak out if it's not turning on right away. As you can see, it is turning on here and it looks good for the most part. Couple things for you guys whenever you guys are using Mercari. So Mercari is pretty safe in a lot of ways because you're able to buy and even sell your own stuff. So a lot of people go ahead and sell their electronics, buy electronics, other things, clothing, anything you can name out there that you can sell through the app, and people buy anything. So if you're looking to get rid of your stuff in your closet or things that are sitting around in your drawer, maybe old electronics, you can go ahead and sell it on the app as well. And the thing about it is, what happens is whenever you order something, you get 3 days to examine or sort of rate the purchase. So if you had any issues with the purchase within those 3 days, you have to open up a support ticket if you need to return it, or if it wasn't described, whatever you bought, you can open it up and get your money back. And pretty much Mercari is on mostly, they help the seller and buyer kind of figure that out. The other thing about this app that I really like is that you can actually put in an offer. So if you see something for $100, maybe you don't have $100, and you can offer them maybe like $70, $80, see if the seller will budge down, lower the price. And a lot of times this is where you get good deals like this. This one, for example, we were able to not really negotiate because this one's already, the seller already priced it at around $75, and then we had to pay for shipping, which is $12. Depends on the item. A lot of shipping, sometimes they might be lower or higher depending on the weight of the device and where they're coming from. And then, of course, taxes. So around taxes, shipping, it was around $90 for iPad Air 2, which we think is a steal deal. And if you find this kind of deal, you have to buy it quick. That's the other thing on this app, is that whenever you're shopping around, you have to really, if you see a deal, buy it right away, because people are always looking for deals, and things that have these kind of deals go away right away because because people just snatch it off the app. But before you do go into panic mode and start buying it, and a couple things you really want to do is read the description. Every listing has a description. Also, look at the bottom. You'll see there's an option to see the seller and the seller's rating as well. Those are really important because you want to buy from a seller that's been established, that has good ratings, like when any other website like eBay, Amazon. It all depends on who the seller is. If a person is just selling one item for a really good deal and they recently joined, they don't have any rating, you probably don't want to buy from them. Those are really important thing to look out for, is the seller itself. And if you see, of course, the seller has, we recommend like 10 or more ratings. Every seller on the app gets a rating out of 5-star. Even as a buyer, you get rated for the buying experience. So if you the seller, after you rate them for for whatever you purchase from, they also get to rate you. So it's sort of a two-way street where you have to be good to buyer and seller, so both people are honest and such. As you can see, this iPad, we were able to actually set it up to the screen, and it looks like there was no iCloud or anything like that. That's the other piece about buying Apple devices. Always make sure that's not activation or iCloud log. That's probably the most important thing you always want to look for. You'll see a lot of those devices people are selling for super cheap. That's because you pretty much are locked down and you won't be able to use the device unless you're the original person that knows the password and the email for that account, that Apple account. So if you don't know what that really means, just stay away from it. Make sure whenever you buy something, you can always message the seller, because this app is really sociable. You're able to message the seller for more details, like things like, hey, is there any issues? Do you want to find out more? You can message them if they have any issues with it. And most people we've seen are pretty honest. They'll tell you if there's any issues with it. Always buy a device or something that you are comfortable with. Don't buy something that if you know there's an issue with it, you think you can fix it. If you really know how to fix it, yes. But if you really don't know, I would stay away from those devices. So as you can see here, whenever you buy an iPad, of course, or any used device, even an iPhone or anything, you want to do is start testing it out, because I mentioned earlier in the videos that you have 3 days to confirm that you got what was described. So if there was any issues with it, like the buttons weren't working and they said they were working, or if you had like issue with the audio, maybe the battery is bad, if they didn't mention that in their listing, you can actually open up a return, and Mercari will give you a prepaid label already, and you can send it back even in the same package and get your money back. So you don't have to worry about if your money being kind of lost or anything, because Mercari is there to protect you. So unless if the person described there's an issue and you're looking for a return for that, in rare cases, most cases, the seller, you can work with the seller or the buyer and figure it out if you're selling something. So why don't you guys go ahead and check it out? The link is in the description section to join today and get $30 towards your first purchase. And hopefully this video is helpful for you guys. If this video is helpful, please make sure that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.